I called the police on my fiance. My fiance Trevor and I have been together for 3 years. When I moved in with him, I had to buy a car because his house is literally hours from my job at the hospital. I'm a nurse, so I need reliable transportation for my shifts. His car hasn't worked in 2 months. The transmission is completely shot and needs like $4,000 to fix it. I offered to help pay for it, but he said no. Instead, he kept asking to borrow my car for grocery runs and random errands, which I was fine with as long as I wasn't working. New Year's Eve rolls around, and Trevor tells me he wants to take my car to hang out with his friends and celebrate. I told him no because I had to cover a night shift and needed my car to get to work. He kept pushing, asking if I could call in sick or find someone to switch with me at the last minute. I explained that you can't just bail on a shift like that, especially on New Year's Eve when the ER is crazy busy. He seemed to drop it, so I went to take a shower before work. When I got out, Trevor was gone. So was my car. I freaked out and started calling him immediately. He didn't answer. I called like 10 times in a row, nothing. Finally, one of his friends picked up his phone and confirmed they were all out drinking and celebrating. The friend told me Trevor said I should just skip my shift and he'd bring the car back later. I was so pissed I couldn't even think straight. I needed my car to get to work, and these idiots thought I should just blow off my job so Trevor could have a good time. I called Trevor back and told him if he didn't bring my car back immediately, I'd call the police. He laughed at me. Actually laughed and said I was being dramatic, so I called the cops. I told them my fiance took my car without permission after I specifically said no, and I needed it for work. They asked if I wanted to press charges, and I said yes. The police found them at some bar downtown and arrested all of them. I had to go pick up my car from the police station, but I still made it to my shift on time. Meanwhile, Trevor spent New Year's Eve in jail. When he got released the next morning, my phone was blowing up with angry texts and missed calls. He was furious, calling me crazy and saying I humiliated him in front of all his friends. He said now none of them would talk to him because I got them all arrested. We had this huge fight when I got home from work. He kept saying what's mine is his and vice versa, so technically I couldn't call it theft. But I told him he went behind my back after I said no, and that's exactly what theft is. He tried to make me feel guilty, saying I ruined his New Year's and destroyed his friendships. But honestly, I don't care. I work 12-hour shifts saving people's lives, and he thought his party was more important than that. The worst part is, he still doesn't get why I'm mad. He keeps acting like I'm the crazy one for calling the police, but he literally stole my car. If someone you barely know did that, you'd call the cops without thinking twice about it. His friends have been texting me too, calling me a psycho and saying I went too far, but they were all perfectly fine drinking and driving around in a stolen car, so their opinion doesn't really matter to me. Trevor's been giving me the silent treatment for 3 days now, sleeping on the couch and acting like I'm the one who needs to apologize. He keeps muttering about how I made him look like a criminal in front of everyone.